The bright lights of the city flickered, casting an eerie glow on the skyline as Joseline Hernandez paced back and forth in her lavish yet empty mansion. The high-end furniture and art adorning the walls of her living room were a testament to her success, but tonight nothing could comfort her. Her mind raced with a million thoughts, each one darker than the last. The news she had just received had turned her world upside down. It all started a few days earlier, when Joseline's life seemed to be running smoothly. She had a thriving career, a daughter she adored, and a man who had been by her side through thick and thin. That man, Ballistic, the producer she had been romantically involved with, had always been there, supporting her endeavors, making music together, and even sharing glimpses of their personal lives on social media. Their relationship, however, was far from perfect. As much as they loved each other, there were always whispers of tension, rumors, and doubts about their bond. But nothing could prepare her for the devastating news that had come like a bolt out of nowhere. Joseline had been scrolling through her phone late one night, something she had done countless times before, when a text message popped up that stopped her cold. It wasn't from Ballistic. It wasn't from a friend. It wasn't even from an anonymous source. The message was a simple, devastating truth. Ballistic's younger girlfriend was pregnant. Her hands trembled as she read the words over and over again, as if she could somehow will the message to disappear. But no matter how many times she reread it, the harsh reality didn't change. Her man had gotten another woman pregnant. Someone younger. Someone she never even knew existed. The very thought of it sent her spiraling. The betrayal felt like a punch to the gut. It wasn't just about the other woman, it was the idea that he had kept this from her. The secrecy, the lies that had built up between them. Joseline had always been a woman who valued honesty, loyalty, and respect, and this was a violation of all three. How could he? How could Ballistic, the man she had invested so much of herself in, the man who had promised her the world, betray her like this? The news shattered her image of their relationship. The night was silent, save for the frantic sound of her own breathing. She could feel the anger building up inside her chest, a fury she hadn't felt in a long time. Her mind raced with visions of confrontation, of words she would throw at him, of the chaos she would unleash. She was going to make him pay. The betrayal wasn't just about a child. It was about her pride, her trust, her heart. With each passing hour, her anger only intensified. Her social media posts became filled with cryptic messages, the type that all but screamed of the internal storm she was battling. She was no longer in control of her emotions. The betrayal had ignited something deep within her, something primal and raw. She had always been an open book, unafraid to speak her mind, but tonight her words would be sharper, louder. She needed to confront him. She needed answers. In the quiet of her home, she sat on her plush sofa, staring at the phone in her hand as if hoping that calling him would somehow make things clearer. But nothing would make it better. Her hands shook, her chest tight with emotion, as she finally hit send and called him. On the other end of the line, Ballistic's voice seemed distant, almost unaware of the storm brewing on the other side. When Joseline finally heard his voice, it felt like a slap to her already broken heart. She didn't give him the chance to say much before she erupted. "How could you do this to me, Ballistic?" she shouted into the phone, her voice trembling with fury and hurt. "After everything we've been through, after everything I've done for you, you've got a whole other girl pregnant and you thought I wouldn't find out?" There was a long pause before he responded, but his words did little to calm the storm inside her. He tried to explain, to apologize, but Joseline was beyond reasoning. The lies, the secrecy, the betrayal, it was too much for her to swallow. "I should have known," she spat, her voice venomous. "You were always playing games, and now this? A baby? A whole new life?" The betrayal wasn't just about a mistake. It was about trust being shattered, about the future they had once dreamed of together crumbling before her eyes. As the call ended, Joseline sat back, feeling the weight of the world on her shoulders. There was no turning back now. The truth had been laid bare, and nothing would ever be the same again. The woman who had once loved him fiercely now found herself confronting a painful truth. The relationship was over, but the damage would last. Things didn't end there. The drama spilled over into the public eye. Social media buzzed with rumors and speculations about their relationship. Joseline's cryptic posts only fueled the fire. Meanwhile, Ballistic's silence spoke volumes. Fans were divided, some siding with Joseline, others questioning her narrative. To make matters worse, accusations began flying from all directions. Ballistic allegedly made scathing remarks about Joseline's hygiene, calling her out in private conversations that quickly became public knowledge. The rumors of her smelling like mop water and being less than hygienic spread like wildfire. Whether true or not, the allegations were humiliating and only added to Joseline's anguish. Joseline, never one to back down from a fight, clapped back with her usual fiery demeanor. She appeared on interviews and podcasts addressing the rumors head-on. Her appearance on a particularly contentious episode of the Anti-podcast, hosted by Tokyo Tony and Carissa, became the talk of the town. From the moment she walked in, the tension was palpable. Joseline wasted no time in calling Carissa a crusty old woman and accusing her of jealousy. "I'm 20 years younger than you, making Zeus Network millions, while your son is sitting in jail," she fired back. The low blows didn't stop there. She went on to mock Carissa's appearance and even accused her of having bad breath. The confrontation was brutal, with both sides trading insults, but Joseline made it clear she wasn't one to be messed with. The fallout from the podcast was swift. Clips of the explosive exchange went viral, further dividing public opinion. Some praised Joseline for standing her ground, while others criticized her for going too far. The drama seemed never-ending, with each day bringing new twists and turns. Through it all, Joseline tried to maintain her composure. She focused on her career, her daughter, and her own well-being. But the scars from the betrayal lingered. The end of her relationship with Ballistic marked the beginning of a new chapter in her life, one filled with challenges, but also opportunities for growth. As the dust settled, one thing became clear. Joseline Hernandez was a survivor. She had faced betrayal, humiliation, and public scrutiny, but she refused to let it break her. She continued to rise, proving to herself and the world that she was more than the drama that surrounded her. And so, the saga of Joseline and Ballistic came to an end. But the lessons it taught her about love, trust, and resilience would stay with her forever. The story may have been messy, but it was a testament to the strength of a woman who refused to let anyone dim her light. If you enjoyed the drama in this video, you won't want to miss the juicy chaos in my next one. Dive into another messy story full of twists and surprises. Trust me, it's one you'll be talking about. So don't forget to hit play and join the conversation. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.